The power of letting go. Man. You know, I can sit here and talk about it for hours and hours, how powerful this is when you're actually able to let things go. But you personally would not experience that until you have done it. You will be at a different level of energy once you have let things go. And I cannot explain with words what that energy feels like, what that mental state feels like. Just the fact of you telling yourself that, oh, she left me, whatever, her loss, is not letting go. You still have something, some sort of emotions in in yourself, within yourself. Anger, frustration, hate, jealousy, whatever. You still have some sort of it left. Don't lie to me. I know it, you know it. And that's not letting it go completely. And once you do let it go completely, you're not going to have anything. You're not going to have any emotions for that girl, good or bad. That's when you'll know you have let it go. Now, what happens when you let it go? Why is it so important? When you let things go, because you know that there's nothing you can do about it, you've tried, you have given your best, but it's still the result still didn't come out the way you wanted it to be. Once you know that, and again, you actually have to do that, right? If it's something that you had no control over anymore, if it's not something that you don't have all control of, like if you had some sort of control of it, that's going to be a little bit different, a little bit challenging to let it go, because in the back of your head, you'll be constantly asking yourself, man, I wish I did this, I wish I did that, right? But even in those scenarios, you have to tell yourself, yeah, I wish I did that, and maybe it would have turned out to be different, but maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would have turned out just the same. Maybe it would have been just as bad, if not worse. Don't live off of this hope strategy. Coach Greg Adams always talks about it. Don't hope that, man, if I did this, hopefully this would have happened. No. You have to accept, you have to look at the facts. Okay, this is what I did, this is what she did, or this is what they did, and this is what happened. What do I do from this point on? Am I going to be acting very emotional and break down and not know my next step, or am I going to accept my failures, learn from them, and plan for the future? Because time's running out. Tick tock, tick tock. This video you're watching, time's running out. Time's running out from your life. Let's say you have 1,000,000 breaths to take throughout your whole lifespan. It's a lot higher than that, I know. I'm just using the number million just for simple math. By the time you get done watching this video, you're going to be coming down to what? 9,000,000, 900,000, 999,000, whatever. Let's say you spent 5 breaths watching this video. Again, a lot higher than that, but I'm just giving you short examples for the simplicity of this video. Now you're short 5 breaths. You're 5 breaths closer to your death. That's one hell of a way to think about it, about time, isn't it? Every single second you're getting closer and closer and closer to your death. Let that sink in for a second, okay? Even if you have to pause the video, pause it and let that sink in. Every single second you are getting closer to your death. Now, are you going to sit around and waste these seconds coming up in your life thinking about dwelling over the past, thinking about dwelling over what happened with her, being frustrated, being angry, and not directing that energy into anything productive? Or are you going to get up off your ass and tell yourself, you know what? I did my best. Even if you didn't do your best, tell yourself this. You know what? I did my best. Say it out loud so your brain can hear it. If your brain hears it, you're going to accept it quicker. Even if you're thinking like that, you still say it out loud so your brain can hear it. Say, you know what? I did my best. Now, what's next? You always should be asking yourself, what's next? Even if you made $5 million, what's next? As a man, you should never let the foot off the gas. At any age, fellas, at any age. Doesn't matter if you have made it. Now try to make it the next million. Now try to make it to the next million. If you made $1 billion, try to go for the next billion. Why? Because it's not in our DNA to sit around and not do anything. We have to go out and go after things, get things. This is just being a man. This is one of the components of being a man, becoming a man. Not a soy boy cuck, not a beta male, a man. I don't want to say the word beta male because then beta male, alpha male comes in. But you guys get the idea. So fellas, if you don't let go, none of this will happen. You're still going to be dwelling over the past. You're just going to be angry and frustrated about approaching girls. You know, one girl rejected you and you're very angry at her for that. Next girl you go up to talk to her, she's going to pick up on that energy. Girls are very good at picking up energies. You're like, man, what's wrong with him? Why is he acting all down? Why is he acting all mad? I just met him. See, you have to look at it from her perspective. She doesn't know that you just got rejected 30 minutes ago, does she? Maybe she's going through some crap herself. But she's not trying to project that onto you, is she? So why would you do that to her? So with women, it's pretty much all about energy, right? But this goes deeper than just women. I'm talking about life in general. You need to let things go because otherwise the energy that you're going to have from the previous, the bad energy, the negative energy that you're going to have from the previous previous counter, from the previous scenario, is going to hold you back to get into a better energy state to go after the next scenario. And fellas, I can't stress how important energy is. You guys don't understand the value of energy, and that's very sad. Energy is not that, oh, I have a Lamborghini in my driveway, I'm gonna go into it and I'm gonna drive around and I'm gonna look like a man. I'm gonna look like a real man. I'm gonna look like a real energetic person. Energy is not about going in the boxing ring and beating the crap out of somebody and just feeling really good about yourself. Energy is a state of mindset. You move and talk in a different way than most of your friends, than if not all of your friends, than all of your family members, than most people around you. You just live in a different conscious and subconscious state. And it all starts up here. You could be negative $5,000 into debt in your bank account. And it's still possible to live in that mindset. Because if you start living into that mindset, that negative $5,000 in debt is going to turn out to be a $500,000 in profit pretty soon. I promise you that. Because without this being set, nothing is going to make you happy. Nothing is going to work for you. Why? Because when this is not set, any hardships or any hurdles you come across, you're going to give up. Let's say your mindset is not ready. Let's say you're not capable of letting things go. What's going to happen is when you encounter a better opportunity in your life and you say, okay, this is going to make me a lot more money, I'm going to get into this. You get into that. Or okay, this girl is really hot, I'm going to go talk to her. You talk to her. She actually seems interested in you. You guys hit it off. And then what's going to happen is when you're going down this new job or when you're going down this new relationship, there's going to be hurdles in your way. And do you know what you're going to do? You're going to instantly think about the past experiences that you have, the past bad experience that you have, and you're going to tell yourself that, you know what, this is going to turn out to be just like that. Man, I can already see where this is going. Or man, I'm going to do what I did in that relationship or in that situation in the past. Instead of thinking, you know what, this is a new thing. Even if it's something you've seen before, try it with a new different approach, not the approach you tried previously. Don't boggle onto this negative energy from the past experiences and use that on this present one, is what I'm trying to say. Because the results are going to be the exact same. Even though went down in a better path, you're going to end up where you started. This is why you need to let things go. That energy, the energy is not going to let your mind to get to the next level. That negative energy from the previous example, from the previous experience that you had with life or with a girl, it's not going to let you get to the next step. And when you don't get to the next step, you're stuck. So no amount of good opportunity can change that unless you change it from within. And it's easier said than done. I know. I know it's very easy to say than actually letting things go. So that's why you have to practice it. Keep telling yourself. Every time you get frustrated after a girl rejects you or feel down, keep telling yourself, you know what, that's fine. It's her loss. I'll move on. You know what? I have a lot of other things going on. This is why you need to be on your purpose. This is why you need hobbies. This is why you need to be busy with yourself, because you can really tell yourself, you know what? I actually have other things going on for me. I'm going to go do that instead. Yeah, it's going to suck, but I promise you, the next girl who rejects you is going to be that much easier to move on from. And the next girl is that much easier and that much easier and that much easier. And then you're going to strike gold. Fellas, you're going to be rejected a lot more times. A lot more times than you get accepted. If you approach 100 girls and you sleep with 5 of them, you're a god. Technically, right? That's how pickup artists look at it. That's what they say. So you just got rejected by 95 girls. And you got, what's your success? What's that percentage? 5%. So that's why I'm telling you. And that's not just with women. Even with life, fellas, whatever it is you're doing to make more money, you're gonna fail more times than you succeed. But those success are gonna be so big, it's gonna overcome those failures. But you're gonna constantly keep going at it all the time, every single time. Just because you fail one time just because you fail pushing 225 pounds on bench press doesn't mean you give up. It means you lower the weight and you get back into it. And you start with more hypertrophy, more volume, eat more clean. Or eat more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And then you try it again a couple weeks later. And maybe you'll hit it off this time. You get that weight up. Maybe you won't. That's fine. You go back and do it again. Consistency is the key to success, fellas. So if you're trying to get down to that mindset, you constantly have to keep telling yourself that it's fine. I got myself. I got myself. No worries. And that's when you're really gonna start being able to let things go after a while. It's gonna take time. I know it's gonna take time. That's why I say it's easier said than done. And I understand the hardships you're gonna go through. I understand the pain, the ache you're gonna feel in your heart every time you have to let things go. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Sometimes you're gonna feel like crying, sitting there and crying. And that's okay, let it out. Whatever it is you have to let it out with, let it out, but let it go. If after crying a little bit you feel better, that's fine. Who said we men can't cry? We have feelings. Just don't do it in front of people, because then they're gonna know your weakness and they're gonna use that against you. Go somewhere alone by yourself, let it out. If you need to talk to me, reach out to me. We'll talk. I'm here all day to listen to your stories. And I'll help you out with it. Fellas, I have let a lot of things go in my life. Part of it I had to, other ones I knew that if I do is better for me. And guess what? There was always, every single time, there was a better opportunity right around the corner. Now that better opportunity might have not been giving me the results I wanted, but there was an opportunity. Maybe maybe I messed that up too, but eventually I learned, and there was another better opportunity, and I got it. I got rejected, and every time I got rejected, I learned something from it. What did I say to her? How should I have approached her? What should I have done better? Always there's something to learn from every single situation, even with the ones that you hit it off with, your success stories. Even from those, you have a lot to learn from. But then finally, when you learn all your flaws and you know how to do things better, doesn't mean completely perfect, doesn't mean to the best, means better. How to do things better. You're still gonna make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna make mistakes even till the day you die. There's always room for improvement. But now you know a lot more than you did when you first got rejected from your very first opportunity. You are a lot wiser and more understanding of a man than you were back then. So now the next best opportunity or next better opportunity comes around the corner, you're going to be able to get it. You're going to be able to hold on to it. That's how important the power of letting go is, fellas. It opens up your mind that I can't explain unless you actually go through it and experience yourself in that way. It opens up your mind in so many ways. Religion, marriage, all these things that are set, that are programmed to set you in a box, to keep you in a box, to keep your mind in a jail. You break through all of this and you become free. You finally taste the actual taste. You finally get the actual taste of freedom. We don't even know what freedom is. So many of us don't even know what freedom is, fellas. We think that we live in a free country, and yeah, we do live in a free country. And we do think that we're free. No, we're not. We're a slave to somebody, even maybe to our job, maybe to our girlfriends, maybe to our family members, maybe to the family relationships, friend relationships. You have to be able to let go all of this at a drop of a dime to be free. And I'm not saying you should go out and do it, but I'm just saying if need be, you need to walk away from every single one of them and go out and start all over again. That's what being a man is. And that's how powerful letting go is. Again, you have to go out and try it on your own, fellas. Without you trying it, no amount of lecture, no amount of reading, no amount of videos is actually going to give you the sense of what it really feels like. So go out and try it. Hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends, because I know a lot of you guys are trapped and not free. But until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.